What's up, my beautiful peeps? Welcome back to Liz Talks Vibes. I hope you guys are feeling great. I hope you guys are loving yourselves. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. And I hope that you guys are ready for these good vibes. So, this year is coming to an end and a new year is beginning. And I wanted to talk a little bit about endings and beginnings, because it's during this time that everybody's saying, New Year, new me. It's time to get my life together. It's time to let this go. It's time to leave this in 2024. And 2025 is going to consist of this, this, and that, which is great. I'm all about that. I'm all about growth and I'm all about setting goals. But you do not have to wait until the new year to start something new. You don't have to leave things behind once the new year starts. Like, if you want to quit alcohol, quit now. Quit today. Don't wait until literally the new year. And that's with anything. You don't have to wait to start something new in a new year, in a new week, in a new month, in a new day. If you want to start something, start it now. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter what time it is, where you are. Do it now. Same goes with letting stuff go. You don't have to wait until a new day, a fresh new day. You don't have to wait for the certain time. There's never a perfect time. There's never a perfect day, a perfect anything, of when to start something. The perfect time to begin anything, to let go of anything, is now. And I was like this too, I'll do this next week. I'll do this tomorrow. But no, we have to take accountability. And if you want something really bad, then do it now. And that's just an excuse for you. You say, oh, well, let's say with alcohol, you didn't drink for a whole week. Let's say your goal was a month. And then one day you end up drinking it. You go back to it. And you just drink for the rest of the month. And you're like, okay, well, I'll start next month. No, like if you drink that day, okay, whatever. Trying to quit something isn't easy and it's going to take some time. Try again the next day. Because when you go back to it and when you wait until next month, it's going to be harder for you. That week was for nothing, basically. If you drink that day, okay, don't give up. You're not a failure. Start again the next day. You drink that day, okay, then go for another week, And if you do fall back again, okay, you don't have to wait until the next month, until the next week. Just because you fail doesn't make you a failure. And that's the thing where a lot of people, they fail and they're like, oh, well, I'll try again next week, or I'll try again tomorrow. No, keep working on it that day up, give it another chance, start all over then and there. That's people giving up, because then that discourages you a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But you have to stop looking at failing as something bad. Failing is something positive, because it's where you learn. That's where growth happens. How do you expect to learn if you don't fail? Failing is part of the process. And don't let it consume you, don't let it define you. You're not a failure if you fail at something, because many successful people have failed a lot of times. How do you think they get to where they are? Because they do not give up. They keep going and they learn. They learn from their mistakes and they try again until they get it right. And that's what scares people, and a lot of work, you don't want to put in the work, so you're just making an excuse. I'll try again next week. I'll try again next month. No, start now. Whatever it is, you don't have to wait. I know the new year is just a couple days away, but I just want to tell you guys this for, this new year. Like, make that a goal where you are accountable for your actions, and where if you have an idea and you want to do something, like, you're going to take action immediately. You're not going to wait for support. You're not going to wait for somebody to give you the go. You're not going to wait until you have everything, until you feel like it's the right time. No, take action now. If you feel like taking action, take action. I know when I want to do something, like, I'm going to do it. And if I don't know how, I do the research. Like with the podcast, I had no idea how to start a podcast. I didn't know nothing about cameras, about the mic, and I did my research. I looked up mics, looked up cameras, how to connect everything, because I was set on doing something and I was going to do it. And of course, I didn't get it right, the first couple of times. Even with editing, I was like, how do I export the video? Only the audio. And it took some trial and error, but we got it. Like, I got it. And that's with anything. And honestly, that makes the process fun, because you learn something new and you're like, I can do anything, like it's not as hard as you think. And nowadays, you guys, there's so much information everywhere. You can look up on YouTube, you can Google something, go on TikTok. I don't scroll on TikTok like that. I just go on TikTok when I need help with something. Like if I'm going to look up something, a recipe, I was searching for a new mic, so I looked up mics on TikTok. Dude, you could figure out anything. Like you can search up almost anything and there'll be a tutorial on it, There's just so much info in the internet nowadays, and it's amazing. People look at social media as something bad, but it's something really good. You just have to know how to work it. I know I don't consume, I create. And if I do consume, it's inspirational content and motivational content. I don't fill my social media with negativity or drama. I follow people that truly inspire me and motivate me. So that has a lot to do with who you are, who you surround yourself with. And that's not just physical on social media, who you surround yourself with online and all that stuff. Your mind, what thoughts do you surround yourself with, what feelings. So you want to take action. If you want to change those things, change them now. I know with social media, I had that thought. I'm unfollowing every friend, every family. I acted on it. I did it. I didn't think about what are they going to think about me, what are they going to say, how they're going to think I'm mad at them or whatever. I did think that a little bit after, but when you start thinking about all those things, then you start like holding off. But I was like, no, like I'm acting on it now. No thoughts, nothing, no feelings towards it. Like I'm doing it, and I did it. And that's with anything, because if you think about it too much, you're going to overthink, and then you're going to question yourself, and then you're going to just be like, it's not the right time, I don't have this, I don't have that. But you guys, just act on the thought. If you have a thought, act on it. Write it down, write down a couple stuff if that's what you want to do. But do it, take action. And it's not about completing it. Just starting the process is something, doing something about it. And there's a lot of stuff that you have to let go of, that you have to end in order to start something new. I know that for my healing journey, I had to let go of a lot of stuff. I had to let go of anger. I had to let go of people. I had to let go of alcohol, weed, and just so many negative things, in order for me to start healing. When you look at something as the end, whether that's friendships, okay, the end of a friendship, it's not the end, okay? There is a new beginning. The end of an era is the beginning of a new era. Of course, I have goals set for the new year and all that stuff, but I'm not changing myself and I'm not overdoing it for me and setting unrealistic goals in a way. I'm all about dreaming big, but don't set goals for yourself that you can't handle and too many goals, because that's going to overwhelm you. And that's going to create disappointment because you're like, oh, well, I didn't get to this, I didn't do that. And you're going to feel like a failure. And you are then not going to want to work towards any goals. People just get too, I feel like, caught up in this thing where new year, new me, new year, new me. Like, it's not about a new you, it's an improved you. I think about it, a new year, I'm going to improve me. I feel like that mindset helps a lot, because then you're thinking about it like, okay, well, what can I improve about myself? What do I need to improve in my life? And I used to think like this, new year, new me. And I try to like become this whole new person, but I'm still true to myself. I'm just trying to improve me, improve my ways, improve my habits. This year was a beautiful year. I learned a lot about myself. One thing that stands out to me about this year is that I started reading. I've read like 70 something books this year. And I'm just like, whoa, like what? Because I have never read like that before. And that's something that really makes me happy. And that makes me feel calm and at peace. Like, I just love reading, you guys. I love it. When I keep in mind where I'm just trying to improve myself, things just naturally flow. New interests, like this reading interest. At first it really didn't interest me, but I just went with the flow. I started reading, and then I kept reading and reading and reading. And I was like, I really like this. Like, I really love this. I just feel like it was a part of me that was missing. When people are like, new year, new me, I feel like you don't really let yourself flow. You don't let things flow naturally out of you. You're trying to bring things in and create this new person when you should just be letting it outward, expressing your true self. This was a beautiful year. And next year is going to be beautiful as well, full of positivity. And you guys just want to remain positive no matter what. Things don't go your way. Things didn't go your way this year. That is okay. Keep working on it next year. You know, you don't have to leave old goals, past goals in 2024 if you didn't get to them or if they just didn't work out. Like, if you really want to achieve them and you want to work on it, then work on it in 2025. And I am wishing you guys a beautiful, positive year full of health, full of wealth, and full of good vibes. Don't forget to speak good vibes to yourself and speak good vibes to others. You guys, I really appreciate you guys, all the support, all the love that I received this year. A lot of you guys have reached out and say that I truly inspire you guys and help you guys out. And I love that. I love you guys. I truly appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys in 2025. Peace.